Welcome back. Welcome back to The Kid at the Back. I just finished day one a couple of days ago, and I've gotten to know some of the characters. If I don't remember the voices, just bear with me. I'm trying to figure it out in my head just right now because it's been too long. But I think it's gonna be fine. If not, I'm sorry. But I've met the two love interests. If there are more, I'm sorry, I didn't know, but it seems like it's Sol and Crow. I mean, it's really difficult because Crow should be the first choice. I've known him the longest. He's been really nice. He's been supportive. He's been my friend for a while. And Sol, like, I just met that day. But he's my type. I'll just leave it up to fate. We'll see what happens. So this is day 2. Okay, let's go. The following day, the first thing you do is to look around for Crow. Oh yeah, because we kissed him last night. I could have hugged him, but I kissed him. However, when you try asking some students for his whereabouts, nobody seems to know where he went. You tried sending him a message to his phone, but you never received a single reply, much less having your messages to be put on read. This is weird. You eventually meet up with Brittany. She seems to be one of the few people closest to Crow. So it was best to talk about him with her. Jericho? No, I haven't seen him. Do you know anyone else that might have an idea where he is? Brittany pondered for a bit with a manicured fingernail on her chin before shaking her head no. Something's fishy, something's up. I've already asked the rest of the guys. Heck, even Gio doesn't know where he is, and that guy's close to the hip with him. But he said he's coming to school today. Don't tell me he ditched last minute. Bullshit. He would always send me or anyone in the group a text whenever something came up. Heck, knowing that guy, he'd most probably send you a text first. Because I'm his favorite, right? You deflated. Brittany gives you a worried look, trying to think of something else that could possibly help you. Maybe you should try checking the counsel's office. Taking her advice, you thank her and proceed to leave the classroom she was in. You did as Brittany suggested, but much to your dismay and frustration, not a single one in the council knows where Crow is. Classes eventually start, but you didn't attend. Too determined to know where Crow could have possibly been, you rack your brains as you walk all over the school grounds. You were probably too angry to realize you made it all the way to the gardens, the place where you usually work. You scratch your head from frustration. Taking out your phone, you decide to give his number a ring. Okay. It was dead silent. It was still dead silent. You decide to walk even deeper into the gardens. Until eventually you meet with the familiar chain fence, indicating the school campus's borders, barricading you from the forest just beyond it. You rang Crow's number one last time. Please don't tell me it's gonna sound. Ring, ring. It rang a few more rings before cutting off. You checked your phone, thinking that he somehow finally picked up, but was met with a disappointing notification that it was out of service. You try one last time. There's faint ringing in the distance. Is he dead? Did he die after we left him last night? But it's not within the gardens. It's coming from outside. Dude, I'm scared. Did he get himself lost? But how? As far as I know, this place is all boarded up. Putting your phone in your pockets, you look up and stare at the metal edges of the fence, shielding your eyes from the sunlight hitting your face. You bit your lip. You could climb up, but if you fall, you'd probably have a sprain if you're not careful enough. Without wasting any more time, you start climbing the chain fence, your fingers shaking from anxiety at the imposing height upon reaching the edge. Going over to the other side, you slowly make your way down, still keeping a tight hold on the fence. Whoa! Fuck. Ooh! That is until you somehow manage to slip on your footing, causing you to fall down back first. Ouch. A groan escapes your lips. Your back now aching from the sudden impact of the fall, making you lie there and wait for the pain to subside a little. You pat on your pockets, reaching for your phone inside. You feel your heart drop to your stomach as you behold it. No! My phone! Fuck! I'm such a moron! Yeah, I mean, if you do that, something's gonna happen. You curse, seeing the visible crack on the screen of your mobile device. Turning it on, you vomit another string of colorful curses as your phone screen glitched heavily before eventually turning dark. No, but we needed to call him. Crow, this shit is useless now. Shoving your broken phone back in your pocket, you slowly got up to your feet. You looked around. If Crow was somewhere here, then you better start looking around. Hopefully, you can try to remember your way back into the campus grounds. Your heartbeat accelerates as you walk deeper into the forest. You've never been here. It was uncharted territory, so you didn't know what dangers lurked. You scan the area around you, the thicket seemingly getting thicker and harder to maneuver. You see nothing out of the ordinary, save from some overgrown bushes and vines crawling on the dirt floor. If these don't get tended to, someone will surely trip. Good thing we worry about others, I guess. You were about to give up your search when you notice something in the corner of your eye. The familiar shade of Crow's indigo vest, torn to pieces. You feel your heart drop, the air suddenly feels suffocating. Your legs wobble their way to the torn piece, hoping that it was some sort of hallucination or some kind of sick coincidence. But no, this is this is exactly Crow's vest. Dude, I can't speak today. All torn and broken. You search around the area one last time. No, he's gonna be dead. Please don't. I really liked him. Eyes keener than before, hoping that this might have been some kind of prank someone pulled on you. Till your eyes land on a strange and broken down shed. No, don't go in there. Don't. Don't. Clenching the torn fabric close to your chest, you hastily make your way to the shed. Thoughts of Crow invades your mind as you ignore all the warnings waving to your face. The moment you came face to face with the shed, your nose picked up on something bad. The smell of iron, blood. Yep, the smell of blood. You rattle the wooden door open. It won't budge. Fuck! Open up, motherfucker! You look around for something to pry the door open. An axe. Coincidentally, a lone axe was sticking. Coincidentally, you say? Yeah, what a coincidence! An axe just outside of a shed. Sticking on a tree stump. Gathering your strength, you pried it off of its hinges, nearly knocking yourself down with it. Yeah, they're heavy. Dragging the heavy axe to the front door, you swing it open, breaking the wooden door piece by piece until a hole forms into it. Oh, weird. The shining in the door. The smell is now stronger than it was ever before, making you scrunch up your nose. With one last blow, the door falls, the shattered piece of wood now hanging by its hinges as you enter the room. You feel your soul leave your body. The strength from your legs disappears as you drop to your knees, the pool of blood staining your skin. He's dead. He's dead. The iron-smelling liquid's thick texture made you feel pure disgust as a shiver ran down your spine. Oh my god. No. No, he was my friend and we just confessed to each other. No. No. Please. Please, God, this couldn't be happening. You want to rip your heart out of your chest. You want to burn this whole forest to ash. Before you lay Crow's... Before you lay Crow's corpse, his head is barely attached to his shoulders and you can clearly see the gaping injury left by something sharp on his neck. Blood drips from the deep cut, the red liquid pooling around his lifeless body. His eyes were left open. Oh, they used to have hearts in them because of me, and now they're just gone. They're just gray and dull. His eyes were left open, and he gazed at them, wishing, praying, and hoping that his vibrant azure orbs would smile at you again. But no, his eyes remained dull, soulless. My baby. You mutter his name over and over and over, asking him to get up, to talk to you, to tell you what happened. But he didn't. You hear footsteps behind you, accompanied by the clanking of metal before something drops to the ground. You swiftly turn around, meeting the eyes of someone you never expected to be here. A pair of fiery... He killed him. I mean, I should have guessed. Because he was acting all crazy yesterday. A pair of fiery red orbs grew wide like saucers as their owner beholds your slumped, blood-stained figure. His gaze reveals a mix of surprise, dread, and panic. Penny? No, you shouldn't be here. Saul, what have you done? You need to leave. His pleas fell on deaf ears. Instead, you stare at the bloody hand axe that he dropped, his equally bloody hands and his dark shirt wet with red liquid. He reeks of blood. No shit. He killed him. No shit. He killed Crow. You killed him, didn't you, Saul? Saul bit his tongue, refusing to answer your question as he stays put. You can see the way his jaw clenches, his expression now filled with rage. He was going to take you away from me. I've done something I wish I should have done years ago. So you're not even going to deny it? I would never lie to you, Penny. But why? Why did you do this? Dude, he doesn't know me. Because I love you, Penny. And I'm not letting that bastard take you away from me. You're mine, and mine alone. You were taken aback by his declaration of love towards you. It left a disgusting taste in your mouth. How dare he taint the word love? How dare he throw it around like it's an object? You monster. What did he expect? What? Ah! You lunge at him, aiming for his neck and pushing him down on the dirt ground. He claws at your hands, and not expecting your sudden strength as you unbuckle his choker, pulling on the strap and using it to choke him. God damn. We just went for it. You mean nothing to me. I don't even know you. Exactly. You love me? You love me? I loved him. He was everything to me. He was my savior, my first love, my everything. What do you know about me? You must pay for what you've done. Saul couldn't muster a single word as you kept pulling on the strap around his neck. Your vision fills with red as your desire to take revenge overwhelms you. The strength in his hands weakens as Saul loses air. And soon you felt something sharp, something painful. You looked down, expecting to see your successful revenge through your classmate's soulless face, but the light remains in his eyes. Instead, it is filled with horror. You cough. Blood seeps through your lips. You look further down and see a sharp blade through your chest. God, how did this progress so quickly and so intensely? I couldn't prepare for this. A sharp blade through my chest! YN? The object swiftly disappears after someone pulls it out of your body. Blood slowly gushes out of your wound. You feel someone push you down. A pair of hands moves your body. You couldn't care less as you stare at the dusty ceiling of the worn-out shed, your vision slowly darkening. Huh. From the corner of your eye, you can make out the blurry figure of the man you've become to befriend the day before. Literally, one day. A few droplets of something wet splatters on your cheek. He's crying. Penny, stay. No. No, please. Please don't tell me I'm dying now. Another figure enters your fading vision and Saul takes notice of them. You recognize the blade in their grasp as they wipe it clean of your blood. Your killer. Huh? Saul gets into an argument with a guy, his muffled screams reprimanding them. You can barely hear the person's responses as they calmly speak with Saul. Keeping your eyes open is getting tiring. Breathing is getting tiring. With one last breath, you flutter your eyes closed, and the last thing you hear are these exact words. Who the fuck is that? Hugo? No witnesses. Bad end, no witnesses. Bad end? What do you mean? So I have to go back to here and I have to hug him instead of kiss him? Okay, so I'm back here and I'm going to hug Crow instead of kissing him. And I wonder if that changes anything or if I have to go to the start and change my dialogue and my other choices. You didn't feel as bad as before, but your vessel is not completely empty yet. Somehow, just looking at Crow, at the comfort he brought you, made you want to bask in it longer until you were sure you had no tears left to shed. Leaning down once more, you bury your face in the crook of his neck and his arms instinctively wraps around you, his hug warm and soothing as he waits for you to gather your thoughts. Crow rubs circles on your back. Oh, he looks so pretty. Circles on your back, a silent way of telling you that he was there, you were not alone, and that he'd be there whenever you needed him. He didn't say a word, understanding that you need silence more than anything right now. You couldn't thank him enough for always knowing what you needed. Okay. You have no idea exactly how long you remained in that embrace while lying down on the grass, but you feel a lot better that you are ready to get back up on your feet. You peel away You pull away, meeting Crow's eyes that seem to ask after your well-being. Fixing his collar, he turns to you. Are you good to go? You could read just that from his gaze. You nod slightly. Oh my god, I can't speak! You nod slightly, and it is only then that Crow completely releases you from his embrace, helping you sit up before he dusts off the grass that stuck to his shirt. He gives you a once-over and gently swats away the leaves on your hair and clothes. You blink at him. He only smiles at you. You get up and Crow retrieves his bag, almost forgotten by the tree. He looks back at you and takes your hand silently. It was time to go. It was time to leave this magical place. You look at the stars, at how brightly they shone. You gave the sky one last glance before turning away, hand clasped tightly around Crow's as you let him lead you home. Okay, day 2. With not kissing Crow. The sun setting by the horizon colors the grassy field into a deep golden orange as the wind made some strands of your hair brush across your face. Your ever-beloved home, the tall grass, the fresh air, the various farm animals that you and your family raised since you were but a mere child. You can't even imagine what was happening before you right now as a group of people came while they talked with your father. What? You can't even imagine what was happening before you right now as a group of people came while they talked with your father. Your only family member left. You see the distress in your father's eyes as he tries his best to negotiate with the people before him. The desperation in his voice, the sweat running down his neck as he moves around his hand, gesturing this and that. Please, just give me more time. I promise I can pay up. This is all we have left. I don't know where else to go if we lose this farmland. We're giving you enough chances already, Mr. Vatvet. If you don't pay up your debt, we'll take your land. This dialogue wasn't in the last playthrough. The loud ringing of the school bell rang across the hallway, making you jerk out of your thoughts. Students came out through their classroom doors. You feel someone shaking you awake. He's alive! Oh, thank God! Oh, my husband! Oh my God. Okay, so I guess we have to, for his sake, stay away from him, because I don't want him to die. You sat up and met face to face with Crow. Or we just have to kill Saul together before he... We'll see. Well, good morning, Sleeping Beauty. You let out a yawn. You rubbed your eyes as you looked around. Your fellow classmates are now gone from their seats as it is now lunchtime. What did I miss? Nothing important, though if you're having doubts, I can lend you my notes afterwards. Thanks, Crow. You're a lifesaver. Anything for you, Penny. You recall the little dream you had. You quickly shake it off as you let out a stretch, popping a few joints before you got up and went out of your classroom with Crow in tow. Crow in tow. Good one. You meet up with your group of friends, seeing Daryl with Geo and Crow waiting by the lockers, Brittany coming along behind them, and Jess. You waved at them. Hey, the gang is all here! Good noon to you all! Regards, Daryl. How was class? Boring and boring. So glad to be out of there. One more useless minor and I'll be out of here. Geo just shrugged, a hand in his hoodie pocket while the other on his phone. We got to at least do something in our major today though, which I'm glad about. More papers, but it was at least something. Enough about papers, so about the Halloween party. Any ideas for a costume yet? As they talk with each other, at the corner of your eye, you notice a familiar figure. Well, now I know he's crazy, so I am... but I kind of like it. So... he's still pretty hot to me. It was Saul. He came out of a classroom and another person came afterwards behind him, seemingly bored of his mind. That's his... oh, he has a friend. Ooh. Join Saul, call Saul over, stay with the group. Call Saul over. Okay, yeah. The middle ground. Not sparing the group a moment, you make your way to your way, I suppose. Your way to where Saul is. Saul almost instantly notices you by the visible smile making its way to his face. His companion notices his change in attitude and turns his attention to where you are. Oh, the little smile. Hi there, you're friends with Sunny? Sunny? Sunny! He pats Saul at the back, causing the taller male to jerk slightly forward. Saul gives him an irritated look, observing the way his face is slowly turning red. Oh. You know, because he's such a sunshine. He's Sunny. You let out a small giggle, shifting your eyes towards Saul as he catches your gaze on his. Upon landing eye contact, Saul quickly averts his gaze away from yours, holding up his hand as he tries his hardest to hide his face away. Aw, he's so shy. Such a shy boy. Like a nickname? Yes, Sunny loves the nickname I gave him. Right, Sunny? Saul remains silent, still refusing to meet your gaze. That's adorable, yeah. He's embarrassed. For a moment, the three of you were silent before the shorter male speaks up once more. You sure have taste, Sunny. She's very pretty, like you said. A blush makes its way to your face. Scratching the back of your head, you bit your bottom lip as you let out a small thank you. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. That's his, right hand. Hugo. Anyway, nice to meet you. My name's Hugo. I'm this big old grumpy's best friend. Penny, a pleasure to meet you too. Is it? He extends his hand for you to take, in which you merely accept, shaking it and puts it back on his side. A smile on his face as he did so. Then you hear a group of footsteps behind you. Hugo first noticed the group behind you as he raised his head to meet one of their gazes. My husband's in the same room. They're fighting for me already. There you are, Penny. You just ran off like that, and I kind of got worried. You with these people, Penny? Oh, that's right. Ah, sorry for running off like that. Yeah. Saul, Hugo, these are my friends. You turned your body to face Crow and the others while your gaze is still fixed on the duo. Oh, why is Saul looking down? Crow gives the two a smile and a small wave. Oh, he's so cute. I can't believe Saul killed that sunshine of a man. Daryl came up first, extending his hand for one of the two to take. Nice to meet you. I'm Daryl, and if you haven't heard yet, I'm the ace of our school's football club. That's not his voice. I forgot his voice. He said with a smile. Hugo took his hand with a shake. Following up is Brittany as she just stares with the hand on her hip while Jess was twiddling her fingers as he stuck close to Brittany's side. Hey, how's it going? Hello. Between Brittany, Jess, and Daryl, it seems that only the tall jock is the most enthusiastic out of all of them in his newfound friendship. I'm Hugo. I've heard about you, Daryl. Nice to meet you too. Thankfully, Hugo returned the same energy as the jock. Oh, that's kind of cute. I'm Jericho, but people call me Crow. Oh, Jericho, Crow. Oh my god, I'm so fucking stupid. Anyways, but people call me Crow. Nice to meet your acquaintance. Saul, say hi. Please, be a good boy. Crow also handed out his hand for Saul to shake. However, Saul did not take it. Come on. There was slight awkwardness in the air between the two males, making Crow slowly retrace his hand back. No way! Hugo is adorable. The atmosphere between the two, however, was cut short when Hugo gave out a loud gasp and marched towards Gio, who was way behind the group, a visible scowl on his face. Gio's eyes darkened as he tried to step back, but Hugo was quick on his feet as he engulfed the taller male into a hug. Konnichiwa! What does that even say? Minasan! Tsk. Eh? I didn't want to see your ugly face the entire day. No, the entire semester. But my luck seems to be slipping. Hey now, that's not a nice way to greet your brother. Brother? Another loud gasp was heard. This time it came from Daryl. He points at Gio quite a bit dramatically. You have a brother, Gio? Oh great, another one. That's Big Brother to you. Big? He's so tiny. Everyone's attention was now on the three of them. Brittany seemingly amused by Gio's now newfound dilemma. Crow just chuckled while Jess was surprised as well. Oh, right. Hugo started, finally letting go of Gio, the said male cursing under his breath as he composed himself and fixed his now ruffled hair as he walked towards you. We were actually going up to the rooftop for lunch today. We were hoping that you would like to come with us, he says, now standing beside Saul. Saul looks at you with Never mind. I'll just leave it there. You join Saul and Hugo, stay with the group. You know what? I'm gonna join Saul and Hugo. I mean, sure. Oh, but I need to tell the others first, if that's okay. Sure thing. Take your time. Thanking and excusing yourself from the duo, you turn to the group, specifically to Crow. Nervousness suddenly engulfed you as you tapped the blue-eyed male on his shoulder. Crow tilted his head and turned his full attention to you. Is it alright for me to come with them for today? I'm fine with it, Penny. Oh, he's not jealous and he's not possessive. Oh. He paused as if suddenly remembering something. But you have to ask Brittany for that as well. Upon hearing your name, Brittany turned her head towards you. You notice a basket around one of her arms. Brittany, however, didn't give you a chance to ask. You can go ahead, Penny. You can join us whenever you want to. She gives you a smile, surprising you a bit. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you, Brittany. You a babe. Without further ado, you excuse yourself from the group before going with Saul and Hugo. Hugo gives you a smile. You turn to Saul. He gives you a smile of his own, his shoulders relaxed as if relieved. Let's go then! He's so high energy, I love him. Except for the fact that he killed me, of course, but... That hasn't happened yet, so... Just because I kissed someone else? Dude! Hugo walks to his usual spot and got himself seated on a bench that you somehow never took notice before. Saul follows along, and in his hands is a large wrap box that caught your interest. Sit beside Sol. Sit in between them. Sit beside Hugo. Shit. I should have saved earlier. I'm sitting beside Sol. Sol notices you from the corner of his eye, the edges of his lips moving upward. You pointed to the box nestled in Sol's hands. Is that your lunch, Sol? You can say that. Sol unwraps the cloth, showing you 3 bento boxes. He takes out the first bento box that was settled on top before giving the second one to Hugo. Hugo happily accepts the box, thanking Sol before taking out his chopsticks. Opening the container, Hugo lets out an "ah" sound, his eyes sparkling, drool slowly seeping out of the corner of his open mouth. You actually listened, and... Did you cut these tiny sausages into octopuses? Give you... Oh, I love their dynamic. It's very golden retriever, black cat energy. Keep your voice down, it's ringing in my ear. Wait, I need to take a picture of it. Placing the box gently on his lap, Hugo rummages through his pockets before taking out his phone. Opening his phone's camera, he flips it horizontally, then starts clicking away, taking 1 or 2 photos. Hugo lifts the container back into his hands, but not before turning to you and showing you what he keeps gushing about. Oh my. Oh, so cute. Isn't it adorable, Penny? Yeah. There you see are various ranges of food, with the rice shaped to match a moth, seaweed to design the face, along with using a cabbage leaf to form its wings. That's the cutest shit I've ever seen. Right below the moth are mini sausages shaped like octopus. Wonderfully cut carrots were made to look like stars and squeezed beside stuffed shiitake mushrooms. The egg roll sushi and broccoli with melted cheese as a dip look delicious. I almost feel too bad to eat it, especially on how cute this little guy is. Hugo points at the silk moth-shaped rice. Arigato! No, wait. Itadakimasu! Without wasting another second, Hugo starts digging in, scruffing down on the rice like a wild, hungry animal. Did you make this by yourself, Sol? He can cook? You know, maybe it's okay that he not killed me. He didn't kill me, but that he killed Crow, because he was just he just wanted me to himself because he loves me. You know, he's not insane. You can say that. Sol answers, opening his own container. You thought you'd see another form of food art made by Sol himself within the container, but instead it was created by a simple ham and cheese sandwich. Oh. He takes out a slice, but before you can take a bite, he turns to you. Have you eaten, Penny? No, I haven't actually. Sol's eyes went wide and Hugo gave you a shocked look. Before you knew it, Sol takes out another box and settles it in your lap. You can have this. It's an extra. Why do you have an extra? Because he knew I was gonna eat with him. I didn't like how this looked, but I figured I can let Hugo finish it. It's a waste of ingredients. Ah, you don't have to, Sol, really. No, I insist. Oh, for fuck's sakes, just eat the same box. Hugo, who clearly had enough of the back and forth banter, suggests the idea before returning to his own box. Sol hesitates, but he eventually takes out a spoon and a fork, handing them to you. Dude, I have to save before every decision now. Take a bite from the bento box, tease him. You know what? Let's see how that goes. You decline his offer of the utensils. He raises a brow in confusion. Why does he look so good when he looks at me like I'm stupid? You don't want the fork? Or do you prefer the spoon? I have chopsticks if you want. No, nothing of the sort. Then what is it? Okay! Oh yeah! I want you to feed me. Sol's breath hitched. His face went bright red at your wild suggestion. Is it that wild? I mean... Hugo gives you both the side eye. Your proclamation was enough for him to actually stop eating, shooting you both a judgmental look as if saying, really? Right in front of my pencil box? Right in front of my salad? I love that meme. I'm not seeing the full video, but you know what I mean. He scoots a bit away from the two of you, not wanting to be a part of your little fiasco as he returns to his meal. Yeah, back away. This is between me and Sol. Hugo, you can third wheel somewhere else. Sol, however, was nervous for a bit, his eyes still transfixed on yours. Still couldn't believe what you asked from him. Hugo, are you just going to keep staring at her, or what? Shut up. I'll feed her. Sol takes the spoon in his hand. Sol takes the spoon a little bit too harshly and scoops out some rice and a piece of the sausage, his whole face turning red to the point it reaches to the tip of his ears. Oh, Hugo is winking. With a shaky hand, he lifts the spoon for you to take. This is so romantic. You took a bite and chewed. The mixture of flavors, how the rice remains warm and fluffy, and the sausage's savory taste helps balance it out. Sends a tingling feeling down your spine from your mouth. Ow, it's amazing. It's delicious. Sol, this is really good. Hugo nods along with you with gusto, food stuffed in one cheek like a hamster. I know, right? You'd honestly be surprised. Sol, you'd make a great house husband. Oh, he's gonna love that. Sol's eyes widen at your declaration. You really think so? I really do think so. He was gonna say, why do you keep interrupting? Can't you see me? Sol is definitely house husband material, Penny. He can cook, he can clean, he can do anything. I'd rather not be your own personal butler. That was a compliment. The two banter, but you couldn't help looking at Sol. In the way his eyes sparkle, they almost remind you of bright fireworks during the new year. Sol then went quiet, his gaze lost in thought. This caught your attention, tilting your head to the side as he called out his name. Sol? You okay there? What? Oh! I'm fine, Penny. Perfectly fine. But there was hesitation in his voice. Speak up! What? I didn't like him. You said something, Sol? He clears his throat, his back straightened, and his eyes closed. That person. The one with braids. Person? Does he mean Crow? Of course. You mean Crow? For a split second, his gaze darkens. Oh. Ooh. Yeah. Him. Can I ask you something? This confused you a bit. What made him interested all of a sudden, and towards Crow nonetheless? Maybe he would like to know more about him. Crow is known to be very friendly. He does not give a shit about Crow. He just wants to make sure that I don't like him romantically. Sure, what is it that you'd like to ask me? Do you like him? Your heart drops and you nearly choked on your own spit. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna stop it there. And I'm gonna make my decision the next episode, because I don't even know what I'm gonna pick. Because I'm scared that he's gonna kill Crow again if I say maybe.
Okay, my camera died, but thanks for watching. Bye!